What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another War Thunder video. Today we're taking out the T-10M. This is sort of the forgotten Soviet heavy tank that people have moved on from. It's no longer the king of its BR that it once was. As a matter of fact, I never even had this tank when this was the top BR in War Thunder. That's how far back this goes. This was a dominant tank back in the day. Today it suffers from a phenomenon known as power creep. A lot of tanks have been introduced since this vehicle was the top dog, and that means better armor, better gun, autoloaders, you name it, all kinds of technology has been introduced. But it doesn't mean the T-10M is obsolete. It's just a little bit more tricky to use. As you can see, an XM1, that's the Chrysler version, that was given to the console players. I haven't seen a Chrysler version XM1 in quite some time. I think the console players have stopped playing their exclusive XM1 versions. I think they've realized that they have to learn how to play at top tier before they take that out. There's quite a bit of things you have to learn to play tanks, particularly at high levels. So you have the Chrysler version taken out. It means we got some other guys up here. We lost Charlie. It completely got overrun. I've been kind of holding back because I know I can't compete with the reload of an XM1. Even though I've got a well-trained crew, it's not great. How did that bounce? You see the reload rate on this is just abysmal. Reload. What am I hitting? Keep running into this stuff as I'm backing up. I almost had it reloaded too. Sorry, man. I gotta get behind you. It was so close. It would have been really nice to be able to get that range down with the rangefinder. The XM1, he got my gun breach, and now I'm stuck repairing for 20 seconds. And on top of that, I have to reload this thing, which is going to take it another 20 plus seconds. I've lost, I believe, one crew. It's difficult to see in Adobe Premiere, so. And it looks like we have a striker on the enemy team, off to the left of Charlie. And my guy here on the T-62 is repairing. So while I'm reloading, I might as well help him out. Now, where is this XM1? If he's smart, he won't go too far because he's got my range obviously down, and he's got a better gun. I don't see him. But again, we know they have a striker up here. Or something. There he is. Try to shoot the that, in my opinion, should detonate. If you hit that, that should detonate. Hit the ammo rack on the striker. Now, of course, he's fallen back. He's completely safe. Yeah. I know. Nice. XM1 is down. See, the 122mm APHG shell is excellent against XM1s. Something else up here. CSU-57 took out the striker. That's surprised I didn't get a kill assist. Yeah, I'm coming, buddy. I'm coming. The T-10M is pretty quick for a heavy tank, but it's not obviously as fast as some of these other vehicles. He tried to back up the Sheridan, but he just wasn't able to get his gun reloaded either. Aside from the armor, the reload on the M551 Sheridan is absolutely abysmal. It's one of those few things that makes it not very competitive. There it is. We got a tank over here. What is it? Can't see him through the trees. Here it is. Chieftain. Gonna hit the gun barrel or breach? No, I can't. Damn. so... I don't know how I missed that gun barrel. I must have been off just by pixels. A good shot on his part. Right through the side of the turret. Nice shot. In our next game, we are on Tunisia, where I want to implement a different tactic. I'm going to try to snipe. The 122mm gun is excellent. Just as I started range finding, a tank pops up. It's our Keaton Jagdpanzer. I don't know the exact range, but here we go. Perfect shot right into the ammo rack. I got lucky there. I'd like to say that I know this map perfectly, but I don't. I don't snipe from this position very often. I prefer to play more up towards the rocks in between Bravo and Charlie. Anybody else want to come out? I'm reloaded. Oh! Nice, the armor worked. Just, oh, that's a Japanese tank. STB, I believe.
Attention to the desert.
Let's range find this. 400 meters, that's it? Yeah, he's not stupid. He's not going to push that again. So we helped cap Charlie. We've moved up, and we're on the verge of spawn camping him. But there's a couple of tanks on the ridge. To my left, there's a leopard. To my right, I don't know what there is, but I know there's something. Come on. Come on, leopard. There he is. Coming down the rock. Off to my right, I get hit. See it right on the ridgeline. Machine gun it a little bit. Mark it for my allies. It's a JPZ-45. Man. Why did he have to get my gun barrel? And we're stuck on the rocks, of course. I don't know what it is, but I always drive on top of rocks when I try to back away from something. 17-second repair, not too bad. We do have a full crew, so that'll help us. If his second shot had hit the turret and knocked out a crew member, we'd really be in trouble. Look at this reload. Even with a full crew. That's one of the frustrating things about this vehicle. It's got good armor, but every time you get your gun barrel or breech knocked out, just after shooting a shell, you're in a long reload. And usually it's after losing a crew member or two. But in this case, I kind of lucked out. This guy is obviously engaged with my allies, so I should be able to sneak up here behind him. Nothing on my left, so I should have an easy shot. It's being marked by airplanes now. It's a matter of getting up here, getting some gun elevation, or depression. There we go. JPZ down. Nothing else up here. Allies are not coming across the water. Something's on Bravo. But Bravo was way too far away. Why go all the way there in this monster tank when I can just drive a couple hundred feet and get right into the spawn? Did you get the Type 87, Jim? No. There's a Type 87 over here? Oh hell, why didn't you tell me? Let's go, boys. Let's surprise him. Hello. How did that not one-shot him? Oh my god, that was great. Last thing you expect to see is a T-10M come flying off the cliff. Of course, Jag Tiger, come on. Still under spawn protection, but that's okay. We had our fun. And speaking of fun, we find ourselves lastly on El Alamein, another desert map. Now I wanted to try a different tactic. I wanted to use the old IS-7 tactic. The IS-7 was recently released when I played this match, and you basically held down W and killed everything in your way. It has good mobility, good armor, good gun. So I wanted to basically do the same sort of tactic, but with a T-10M. A tank that is arguably as good, if not better, than the IS-7, but it has a slightly higher battle rating. The T-10M has a stabilizer, plus it has HEAT-FS. My tactic here is to rush past B, where I know the faster medium tanks will be headed, and go right for this road here, and get anything coming up here, perhaps a late spawner, join in progress, anything slow and like this guy. Completely oblivious, King Tiger. I don't think he even saw me. He didn't move his turret an inch.
The enemy's getting closer to victory.
And they're still not on B. So where the heck are they? You know what? Let's not push the spawn. The T-10M, as good as it is, it's not capable of dealing with multiple tanks. So if I lose my gun breach, if I get penetrated, I'm dead. So instead, let's fall back. Let's head towards Bravo, and then maybe head towards Alpha. After all, the enemy team has a they likely have at least a couple of players down there. So after capping Bravo, I headed towards Alpha to see what was there. And much to my surprise, I didn't see a whole lot initially. Alpha looks clear. Nothing on the way to Alpha. They must have rushed past it. And sure enough, on my right, I see a leopard headed for my spawn. Actually, he's reversing. Put a shot into him, taking him out. I don't know what happened to that first rocket, but second one penned. There's a guy on that little bridge there. Oh, that rubble? He knocked out my gun breach, my horizontal turret drive, and it did some crew damage as well. Knocked out one of my crew members. So I'm going to have to back up and repair all this. Now, I don't know if you saw that, but to the left of Alpha, down low, there was another vehicle returning right there. You see it just inside my circle. He's returning to the area of the cap from the spawn. So once my horizontal turret gets fixed, I'm going to range find the circle here so that I can get some idea as to what the distance is, just in case he happens to nonchalantly drive into the cap circle for whatever reason on his way to our spawn down there. Now, there's still a Raketen Jagdpanzer down there firing ATGMs. Remember that. I haven't forgotten that. Now, I did use the rangefinder, so I have a rough idea of where the range is, and perfect. Just a couple pixels higher than that, and I would have missed. And I just happened to back up just in time to dodge his third ATGM. Man, that would have absolutely wrecked me. I'm already on 3 crew members. Every shot I fire takes forever to reload. With a light tank moving in around the perimeter. They just lost another Raketen Jagdpanzer. I would drive around a little bit looking for some action. I decided to head on down to A and hopefully get that cap. After all, I believe I had a booster on, and I'm looking to get some RP. Estimated range at 600, and it was perfect. Oswing goes down. The APG shell from the 122mm gun very seldom disappoints. I very rarely end up using the HEAT-FS. The APG shell just excellent. I'm headed to A. I want that cap. I'm willing to share it. I don't need it just for myself. Arado comes in and bombs the 906. He was not on the cap, so it's not a huge loss. Of course, tell him that, right? Come on, buddy. Get off the cap. I just want a piece of that action. Arado, bomb this guy. I want my cap. Get off the cap. Yes. All he had to do is to get off the cap for just a few more seconds. Yeah, you can shoot me, buddy. I know you don't have any bombs. You dropped your payload. Your auto comes with 3 bombs. 2 drop on the first drop, and then the 3rd bomb drops on the last drop, the 2nd drop. So he drops all 3 after 2 drops, and his 3rd attempt obviously was fruitless, as all he could do was strafe me for his allies. And I ended up doing pretty well on that. Got a couple of kills, got a full cap, in addition to getting the shared cap at Bravo. Oh no, we did pretty well. Got quite a bit of RP. Give the T-10M a shot. It's, you know, it's not quite as great as it used to be, but it's a pretty versatile tank. It's big. It's medium fast. It has a slow reload, but it's far from obsolete. It's actually a pretty solid tank. Give it a try sometime. Anyway, guys, I hope you all enjoyed today's video. If you did, click that thumbs up button, and of course, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Take care, guys.